Shout out to all the real ones out there. It's your boy Mike, back at you again with another video. And in today's topic, I would like to discuss some advice that I would have for people who are below 30. I'm talking to my men out there. You know, there's enough channels for women to go over there. Y'all got magazines, y'all got everything supporting y'all. So this is mainly for my dudes who are below the age of 30, some advice that I have. Um, Now, I said it in my last videos, and I'm always say it, if you enjoy the videos, you see the direction I'm going with my content, and you would like to, let's say, be a part of the community, do me a favor, click like, share the video, subscribe, and always feel free to comment. You know, I'm totally open to have dialogue with my listeners, and honestly, I'm trying to build a community whereby I can help men improve their lives and honestly just share information with one another, right? So without further ado, let's all go ahead and get started. So my first thing I would say for anybody who's below 30 is that you should be focused on self-improvement. Now, when I say that, I mean things like hitting the gym, reading, writing, taking an extra course, all right? And overall, just realizing that you are the prize. You know, we live in a very feminist world where it's like all men are doing everything they can to validate themselves externally. You know, via look at my car, look at my clothes, look at my outfit, look at my everything else besides yourself. Like you should be able to look in the mirror and know that you are the prize. You know, and the more you focus on self improvement, the more you will naturally feel that. It won't be something that you really have to come in and say. Your whole aura will give it off. And when you have your aura working for you, you don't need to say shit. Like I'll give you an example. Let's say Bruce Lee came in and sat down next to you. No matter how he's dressed, even if he said nothing to you, right? That vibe, that aura that he has of being somebody who broke world records with his ability to kick, punch, and actually pack so much power into his little frame, he wouldn't have to say shit. You would probably just sense that he's a real alpha male. Like, dang, this dude could probably kick my head off. Or when I was in Thailand, right, I walked into the tiger cage, and it was two tigers. They were both brother and sister, and they were about 3 to 4 years old. So full grown, very powerful animals, very beautiful. But man, the minute I walked in that cage and I saw how they looked and how they moved so graceful, I was thinking to myself, damn, this power, I wouldn't even understand it if I was behind glass. But being in the same cage as him, the tiger didn't need to growl. It didn't even need to look my direction. That energy it gave off let me know, yo, this is the real king of the jungle right here. So it's the same thing with self-improvement. You work out, get your body right, you eating clean, you dress nice, you take care of whatever clothes. You ain't got to go out and blow all your money on your clothes, but yo, nigga, grab an iron your shirt up, take care of whatever you do have, keep it clean. You know what I mean? You ain't got to be the most handsome dude in the world, but keep your hair on point, take care of your teeth, understand a little bit about decorum, you know, and try to have like principles for yourself where you constantly trying to grind to improve, because it's only going to make you feel better, and people are just going to respect you and respond better to you when you're out in public. So you can't lose by focusing on self-improvement. This is something that's not a one-time fix. Self-improvement is something that you're always going to do. All right. So if you develop it before you're 30, it will only carry you forward. You know, I'm 35. It's often that people guess that I'm much younger. You know, I look at people in my family, all the ones who maintain some level of fitness and ate correctly and got into different lifestyles, like trying vegetarian, going without food, or trying vegan, you know, improving their life. All it did was help them to age, and they have less problems than all the people that sacrifice their health smoking, drinking, and doing all this bullshit for long periods of time. So self-improvement, like, I can't stress that enough. Number two, a lot of dating coaches would tell you, but I totally agree with this, you need to be focused on how you can make more money. You know what I mean? So if you have a job where you only making a certain amount, look to it that you can get more money. You know, maybe you pick up a side hustle. Maybe you figure out, you know, a different way to get promoted or whatnot. The reason why I say this is because as men, it's very important for you to have your finances in order. All right. So you want to make as much money as you can. And if there's an opportunity for you to make more money, you go ahead and take that, because it's going to make you just more appealing, not only to women, but also for other people. When they find out that you grinding and you pushing yourself to another level, it's only going to bring you better results in your life. Whatever you want in this world, the universe kind of conspires to make it a reality for you. But there's the universal laws that coincide with that, and it's basically the law of reciprocity. For every action, there's an equal opposite reaction. Those are two different laws. But basically, the energy that you put in is going to be the output that's coming back to you. So, ever heard the saying, no pain, no gain? Yeah, that's because if you pushing yourself in the weight room trying to experience a little bit of pain, that pain is going to translate over to bigger muscles. You know what I mean? You got to put the work in, right? So, self-improvement, focus on getting some more money. Now, 3, invest your money. Notice I didn't say save. I said invest your money. Why? Well, what's the average bank account going to give you? Let's give a ballpark estimate. It'll probably be like less than 2%, right? What's the rate of inflation? It's usually 2 to 4% per year. Now think about it. This is mind-blowing when you really consider it. So inflation is the purchasing power of your money tends to go down over periods of time. The same amount of money that could purchase you a certain amount of groceries 30 years ago is a huge difference to now. You got to think, back in the 70s, cats could buy a loaf of bread for, what was it, 15, 20 cents? Now think about how much does a loaf of bread cost now. It's astronomical compared to what it was back then. So if you would have had all your money sitting under a mattress, if you would have saved $30,000 under a mattress in 1970 and then fast forward to today, is that $30,000 really $30,000 worth, or is it way less? That's what we're talking about when we bring up inflation. So you want to make sure you invest your money. I don't care whether it's in crypto, stocks, bonds. Like I have my shit in crypto, index funds, mutual funds, which they're very similar in index and mutual funds, Roth IRA, and then some other like bonds that I've copped. Now the bonds, honestly, they're not doing anywhere near as much as the stocks, but they tend to kind of go up whenever stocks are going down. But since I have index funds, I'm not really seeing too many fluctuations, because an index fund is basically a mutual fund that tends to track the entire index of an economy. So for example, I bought like the entire S&P 500. That's the top 500 companies in the United States. So even if one of them is going down, you really think all of them are going to go down at the same point? One will go down, 3 will go up. 3 will go down, maybe 7 go up. You buying the entire stock market, so you really can't lose. And I'm getting on average 8 to 9% interest. Even during Corona, it's at 6.5% interest. That's literally what, 3-4 times more than any bank account. Plus you get dividends. Plus you get tax write-offs. Plus you get when you get money from dividends, you can reinvest it back into your fund. So you're gonna get more for that 6%. You see what I mean? So you want to work with the stock market because you're going to get something called compound interest. All right. Now, I don't want to go all into detail of that, but those are just what I'm trying to say. So let's keep it in order. You got your self-improvement, you're making more money, you invest in your money. 4, do not get into no long-term relationships before the age of 30. Why do I say that? Because this is supposed to be the grind time. You're going to be grinding your whole life if you a dude, especially if you a hustler and you got big dreams. But what I would tell you is that a woman will typically distract you from reaching your long-term goals. A woman is always going to see to it that she can get time out of you. Time, attention, love, affection. I understand all of that. We all have a drive and need to have that. And honestly, in my 20s, I did the same thing. I met my wife when I was, 25? She was 24, and we've been together this whole time. But in hindsight, when I look back, I don't know if it was really worth the squeeze, because I could have actually got myself where I am now, where I'm trying to play catch up at the age of 35. I could have actually dedicated all that time so that at 35, I could have even pulled a woman who was 25, but I'd be secure and financially able to support us. And instead of playing catch up, trying to have a woman and go work for all the stuff I want and live out all the dreams I had. That makes it a little bit harder, because a woman ain't really going to push you to reach your potential. She's more going to hold you back anytime that she realizes that it's going to take away time from her. And not to mention, once a woman hits about 30, she's decreasing in value. After about the age of 24, let's be honest, most women are not looking better at 28 than they did at 24. They value crashes down. I even give them a grace period. Let's say a woman from 15, about the time she getting titties and ass, and then fast forward to 30. That's the hottest she's gonna be in those 15 years, right? And after 30, she's gonna plummet down. Men, on the other hand, physically is one thing, but women don't just check out men for physicality. You could be the most handsome dude ever, but it's social status, it's financial prowess, it's other things that she's gonna look to you to provide as a man. So you can be more attractive to women regardless of your looks if you have all the other shit in order. So focus on getting the other shit in order. Alright? You're working out, you're gonna be looking better, you're making more money, that's gonna make you more attractive because you're ambitious. You invest in your money that makes you better than the average American who literally is like sitting in fucking debt. And honestly, if he had a $400 emergency, that nigga would either be grabbing a credit card or asking to borrow money. That is terrible. That's below poverty line. Most people don't have $1,000 just put away. So you invest in your money. Then fourth, you're not focused on getting into a long-term relationship, so you get closer and closer to your goals. And fifth, I would say you need to develop all of your hobbies, all of your passions, whatever is a pastime that you use to, escape the world. Let's say you like to play piano. Let's say you love playing guitar. Let's say you're like me and you enjoy, let's say, having deep conversations and debates. One of the ways I'm flexing my, hobby is by making these YouTube videos, because not only will I be helping other people, but I also get my information out there instead of it just going to waste in my head. And there's a possibility I could one day get paid for it. Who knows? It's all up to y'all. If y'all find this stuff entertaining and y'all start sharing and liking it, and I start getting way more views, who's to know? I might be the next person who actually can monetize my videos. Now I'm making money for something I like. Or three, I like to draw. I like to write. Maybe I'll write a book one day. Maybe I don't know. Like, since I like to write and I have nice handwriting, I can monetize that by creating my own font. I like designing clothes. So I made my own little clothing line back in like 2015. And due to the fact that it's a very expensive business, I'm trying to get my bread up with all the other stuff I'm doing, working as a contractor to develop that hobby. What's something else I like to do? I like to read, so I'm trying to take my passion for reading and apply it to something that will help me financially, which is learning how to invest, learning more about the stock market, more about different ways to make extra cash, right? I like cleaning. So I always clean my car. I always take pride in whatever place I have. I always want to make sure it's on point. My clothes, I try to make sure that they iron and pressed and clean at all times. Keep my face shaven, keep my hair looking nice and cut. I mean, it's been a little while since I got a cut. Who gives a fuck? At the end of the day, I don't look terrible. So that's what I mean. And by cleaning, for example, I could one day create my own cleaning company. I could open up a car wash or a laundromat or anything that has to do with being clean. So you want to focus on developing your hobbies, because that will give you not only a good outlet for your energy and your time, it's good for your soul, and it's almost a shame if somebody has a talent and doesn't use it, right? And not only that, but it's just going to keep you on your purpose, and you will just grow as a person even more. Opportunities will present themselves. When the universe sees that you're pushing for something, it will conspire to help you reach that goal. So those are the 5 things that I would say for dudes under 30. If y'all have any other inputs that you would like to share, just go down in the comment section. I would love to hear what y'all think about what I said. Maybe there's something that you find also important that could be added to the list. Let's go ahead and get that rapport going with one another, because the end goal is for me to help dudes improve, grow to the best version of themselves. And honestly, I'm trying to lead that by example. It's not like I'm just sitting here making YouTube videos and I ain't following my own protocol. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be somebody who leads with my own actions, right? We're trying to create a community over here where dudes can grow, learn, share with one another, and honestly just connect with like minds. So with that being said, I appreciate y'all for checking out the video. You know what I mean? Like, comment, subscribe, comment, and I'll be at y'all very soon with another one, all right? Take it easy.